evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader. Today is Tuesday, July the 11th, 2023. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, a man was stabbed to death in McMinnville. Tullahoma Mayor Ray Noaes gives his State of the City address, and we hear from the Coffee County Library. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader.
Hi, my name is Ringo, here at Barkview Senior Living. They're human-friendly. That's why I love it here, and so does my senior human. When they want a bite, they get chef-prepared meals, and so do I. Movies in the theater, day trips, walks on the trail, and other senior humans to play with. The grass and the grounds are exquisite. It's everything my human needs to be healthy and active. Barkview. A Parkview Senior Living. For your dog's best friend, you.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. On Wednesday, July 5th at approximately 10:56 p.m., the McMinnville City Police Department, the District Attorney General's Office, and the Warren County Sheriff's Department began a joint investigation into an incident that occurred at a residence on Hardaway Street in McMinnville. 24-year-old Trayton Whipple was located once officers arrived at the scene. He was discovered unconscious with multiple stab wounds. The other reportedly involved party was a 19-year-old Christopher K. Stanton. Stanton was located on Hardaway Street. As a result of the investigation, it was established that Christopher Kalen Stanton unlawfully stabbed Trayton Whipple multiple times in an area just outside of the Hardaway Street residence. Whipple was transported to Ascension St. Thomas River Park Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. MPD Detective Chris McCormick, District Attorney Chris Stanford, DA Investigator Todd Rowland, and DA Investigator Aaron Roberts arrived on the scene to investigate. Stanton was taken to MPD for questioning and subsequently charged with criminal homicide. Mr. Stanton's bail was set by the Judicial Commissioner at $750,000, and he remains in the custody of the Warren County Sheriff's Department at the time of the release of this public information. Due to the ongoing investigation and the strategic need to preserve certain specific evidence for the courtroom, the above information is all that will be released by law enforcement at this time. Chris Stanford, District Attorney General, said, quote, "I offer my sincere gratitude to all our law enforcement partners at EMS, 911 Dispatch, and the McMinnville City Police Department and the Warren County Sheriff's Department for their professional and efficient efforts to secure the safety of our community and properly investigate the circumstances of this matter. Finally, I ask that you join me in a prayer and support for the innocent victims left behind to deal with the aftermath of their loss. Also, I ask that you respect the privacy of all involved in this tragic incident. Thank you. And our condolences to the Whipple family." We'll be right back after these messages.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Here at Stan McNabb Collision Center, we work with all major insurance companies, and we get the job done right the first time, on time.
Well, I grew up in Tullahoma. We'd always done business with Stan McNabb, so when we needed collision service after a run-in with a deer, we knew to call those guys. We already had trust with them. We called Cody. He took great care of us. He kept us posted every step of the way, and we couldn't have been more pleased.
Getting your vehicle back to pre-loss condition shouldn't be a headache. So in the event of an accident, contact me, Cody Hall, at Stan McNabb Collision Center.
I got a tour and I saw all the things and I was so excited about them. And she took me to the movie theater and it had red chairs. So this is a done deal and I like it.
We have so many activities here that you just can't keep up with them all. We have exercise, we have coloring, we have crafts.
It's charming, it's attractive, it's very comfortable. It was one of the best decisions of my life.
Welcome back. Recently, Tullahoma Mayor Ray Noaes gave his State of the City address to the board and citizens. We now go to the beginning of his presentation.
Well, tonight, please bear with me, but it's time for the Mayor's State of the City and Budget Address. So I'll be passing out copies of this in case you missed anything. I'll pass these out after I've read it. And it's about 11 minutes to give you a heads up. I want to talk about how proud we are of our past and how we're planning for our future. Tullahoma is a vibrant economic hub and a city on the move, a tourism destination with natural assets, a culture of innovation and aviation testing technologies and medical services, a proud, attractive and walkable community with great schools and diverse housing and small town lifestyle. In Tullahoma, you'll find a strong sense of community, a thriving business climate, and a high-quality workforce, all in an ideal location with easy access to major metros, recreational lakes, distilleries, and aviation assets. The U.S. Air Force Arnold Engineering Development Complex continues to be the economic engine for our region, and Tullahoma is positioned as the business hub for the region serving AEDC. Last year, based on Tullahoma's support of AEDC and all military personnel, the Association of Defense Communities recognized Tullahoma as a great American defense community. And the city was one of only 5 nationally to receive that recognition and was the smallest region to receive the honor. Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce commemorated the city's promising future by recognizing 40 young professionals under 40 years of age. These young people exemplify the talent and leadership of today, as well as a reason to expect the continued economic growth and robust business climate that Tullahoma experiences. Kudos to the Chamber, also as they celebrated their 100th year of supporting local business and entrepreneurs. Each of these anniversaries is a statement to the character of our city. We're a great location for business. Our school system and the many extracurricular activities and sports programs are excellent. We now know how to innovate and to take advantage of the many opportunities available in our area. As far as our economic strength and resilience goes, Moody's Investment Services has continued to assign the city an AA2 bond rating. That's the 3rd highest rating out of 21 and one of the highest in the state. The AA2 rating reflects the city's moderately sized and growing tax base, healthy financial position with stable reserve levels, and manageable long-term liabilities. Additionally, the current edition of the Site Selection magazine named Tullahoma as the #1 micropolitan in Tennessee. These 2 independent measures reflect our financial strength and show that we are well positioned for growth. Another measure of Tullahoma's economy, and one that we are particularly interested in at budget time, is sales tax growth. Although our property tax base has remained relatively flat, retail expansion continues to generate sales tax to support the city's services and infrastructure. Sales tax essentially funds 1/3 of the city's budget. Our sales tax growth is up 8.7% year to date for FY23, and for FY24 budget anticipates we will generate another 8% increase in the upcoming year. The Tullahoma Airport continues to be recognized for its strong economic impact and is one of the top-rated general aviation airports in the state. It's supported by fuel sales and hangar leases. In addition to the many business and personal aircraft based there, the airport is also used for military exercises. Tennessee skydivers are also based there. The Tennessee Department of Transportation has determined through a year-long statewide aviation impact study that the Tullahoma Airport has had a $21 million economic impact on our area and ranks William Northern Field as the second most impactful airport in its region. I'm very proud of our airport's contribution to Tullahoma and look forward to more aviation-related businesses selecting our 100-acre airport business park as their new home base. Tullahoma also excels as a medical and technical hub. We're fortunate to have Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital as in our community. With their 135-bed facility, the doctors' staff strive to provide the highest quality service to their patients in a safe, compassionate, and efficient manner. The hospital attracts many doctors, specialists, and other healthcare professionals to our area. Their helicopter life flight service is a welcome addition to our city. Lastly, while discussing Tullahoma's future, the most important factor to consider is the quality of education in Tullahoma. Tullahoma City Schools are known statewide for many programs. Our academic test scores are some of the strongest in the state, and our teams, such as the Future Business Leaders of America, win state accolades annually. THS also partners with Motlow and other colleges for dual enrollment opportunities. We're known for our area-winning, award-winning music programs, STEM classes, a new aviation technology program, and a strong career technical education option. TCS recently completed their 5-year strategic plan, which identified the key focus areas as facilities, Tullahoma Virtual Academy, and school-to-work pathways. Under facilities, the largest project currently is the rebuilding of Jack T. Fair Elementary School, which is being financed through a low-interest general obligation bond fund. This is one of the benefits of enjoying a high Moody's bond rating. Tullahoma is understandably proud of our school system and its foundation that it gives our young people to succeed in whatever path they choose to undertake. So as we grow our community and our new businesses, hopefully these talented young people will find career opportunities in this area. And businesses will also be attracted by our talented workforce, and new graduates will be attracted to quality jobs. And that's how our community will continue to thrive. Tullahoma's diverse economy, our strong entrepreneurial sector, and quality of life ensure that we'll continue to attract both private and public investments. We continue to work with Tullahoma Area Economic Development Corporation to recruit new business and to assist our current businesses by providing training, marketing, and expansion funding. We currently offer 2 commercial and small business loan programs geared toward job retention, recruitment, and retention of new business startups.
And we'll have the conclusion to the presentation after these messages.
One thing about Parkview, we could bring our animal out there with us.
It would have been a deal breaker if we had not been able to take Gracie.
Yeah, we would not have gone.
If you want to do something, there's something to do most of the day. You shouldn't get bored.
I really enjoy my life here at Parkview. I really choose what I want to do. We have a wonderful library with hundreds of books that I love. It is a wonderful place.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray with Alzheimer's Tennessee. When you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease for yourself or someone you love, please know that you do not have to go through this journey alone. Alzheimer's Tennessee is here for you to provide support and education, all the help you may need to get through this challenge. Our number is 931-434-2348. We encourage you to give us a call. We're here to help.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
Welcome back. We now show the conclusion of Tullahoma Mayor Ray Noa's State of the City address.
So now planning for the future. When our city board failed to adopt the Think Tullahoma 2040 comprehensive plan as initially submitted to the city through the Tullahoma Regional Planning Commission and the Community Planning Development Committee, is preparing to make the necessary changes to our current plan. Looking back over the past year's planning and codes activities, some of the volume statistics are of interest. We had 5 rezoning applications, 5 zoning variance requests, 3 zoning ordinance and subdivision regulation amendments, 17 new home occupation permits, 23 subdivision applications, 6 of which were major, creating 362 new lots, and approximately 38 additional new homes were constructed. So looking ahead for the following year, our Planning Commission will be considering the following. Complete and adopt revisions to the 2011 Comprehensive Plan. Consider the administration of the Eastern Gateway for the South Atlantic Anderson Street. That's continued administration of Cedar Lane grant for a study of corridor improvements. Continued discussion with Motlow regarding the Greenway connection for our campus to the city. As far as capital improvements go, as we look ahead, this will be another unique year in terms of the availability of significant levels of one-time federal and state funding that will be used to support capital projects and infrastructure. As mayor, I'll work with the city administrator and the alderman to develop a 5-year capital improvement plan that will prioritize projects for completions in the 24 and 28 year, including the available American Rescue Fund plan funding. We're soon to complete over $5 million in sidewalk improvements, street paving, and public safety equipment. Additionally, we're just notified of an approval for a $2 million grant to match the ARP funds for much needed stormwater and drainage improvements. The board is also contemplating issuing debt for building repairs, paving sidewalks, and completion of many other of our parks programs, including the installation of restrooms and pavilions. So now, implementing the vision with this year's budget. Each year our budget is a step in implementing the vision of the Board of Mayor and Aldermen and the citizens of Tullahoma. In addition to maintaining our ongoing programs and services in an efficient and effective manner, the budget has 2 primary focuses. The addition of student resource officers at all of our school buildings and funds for road paving and repairs. Through the use of local sales tax and state grants and some reserve subsidy, we're able to fund both of those priorities without a property tax increase. Citizens should stay tuned for more information on upcoming capital programs and projects that we're expecting to be an exciting year for a new recreation and parks program and improvements in those facilities. I'd like to thank my fellow board members, as well as the interim city administrator, finance director, and department heads for the teamwork and collaboration to develop this document and provide quality services to our citizens in a most effective manner. I'd also like to thank all of our city employees. Our city runs on its employees, and we're fortunate to have some of the best. Thank you.
We'll be right back with more news after these messages.
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me in life care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
The Bookshelf in Tullahoma is the fundraising arm of the Coffee County Literacy Council. Since 1988, the Literacy Council's goal and purpose has been to support and promote adult basic education in Coffee County. We enable individuals to complete their high school equivalency exam, which helps them get better jobs or continue into higher education. The Bookshelf at 114 Southwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma is where we sell used books, which are donated to us by the community. Come see us, bring your books to donate, and join us as you find every genre of books that you can imagine.
I feel like we're safe at Parkview.
There's somebody on staff all the time. So if you need help, help is there.
We are surrounded with people that are looking after us and taking care of us.
The staff is wonderful and always available. We feel so safe and secure here.
I feel safe at Parkview all the time.
Welcome back. In this week's Mayor's Message segment with Coffee County Mayor Judd Matheny, He speaks with Daphne Gregg from the Coffee County Library.
The 4th of July is over, and I hope everybody's safe and all the burn bandages are off now. But I want to introduce Daphne Gregg to our show today. She is the Youth Services Library and Event Coordinator, and she's going to talk to us about the summer reading program that just took place here in Coffee County, and a huge amount of people that turned out, and the monies that were raised and the events that went on. And maybe she'll talk to us about her normal daily jobs too, and not just the reading program. So, Ms. Gregg, would you please tell our viewers a little bit about yourself, and especially how successful your summer reading program was?
Sure. Well, I've been with Coffee County Library since March of last year, and last summer was my first summer reading program, and we had 412 kids registered. This year my goal was 600, and we surpassed it with 618.
And sorry, each child signed up to do it, right?
Yes.
So it's not just like they showed up one day. Kids have been involved in this process for a while, so they took a lot of initiative.
Networking all year long with the kids. I'm all about bribing kids to read. So I will make things with a 3D printer to encourage them. Hey, if you read 10 books and show me the proof, then I will make you this in the printer or whatever. And they really like that because they get to pick out their own things and get to see it working.
Yeah, and that printer's really cool. If I'd have had one when I was a kid, I'd have had so many Army men. It'd been unbelievable. That would have been so much fun.
Army men are actually really hard to make because you have to do so many supports with them, and they're just like, so. But just for our summer reading, we had 618, but we had 619 kids registered this year. Woohoo! I did not get pied in the face this year because last year apparently I'm allergic to Huggies wipes. So we're not doing that again.
You can't clean up. You can get a pie in the face. You just can't clean it off your face.
Our listeners, which is our ages 0 to 3, we had 191 kids registered, and that's where their parents read to them. And we also have 1,000 books before kindergarten throughout the year that we encourage reading with. We had 7,039 books read to that age group, which is amazing because you're just expanding their little minds and everything. It's just wonderful. And then ages 6 to 12 is our readers group. We had 334 kids registered for that, with a top reader of 11,710 minutes that one reader read. And then the total minutes read for that age group was 119,000 minutes, which is a lot.
That is a lot, yes, ma'am.
And then our teens, we actually had teens this year. Last year we only had like 23, and most of them were my volunteers. This year we had 94 teens that stepped it up and came in. And they read a combined number of 41,000 minutes, and the top reader read 4,350 minutes by herself.
That's excellent.
So it's been amazing. We couldn't have done this without the community and the outpouring of love and support and just making it happen. We were able to raise almost $17,000 this year between prizes and monetary value for us to buy prizes. And then we received a $1,000 grant from the Dollar General Foundation. Yay! And all of that has been poured into this. We spent almost all of it, literally. We bought some more books for our department. We bought a new projector system, which you got to see, actually, and lots and lots of prizes. So it was a big turnout. All of our prizes, our grand prizes, ranged from $25 to $40. So they weren't just like cheap things.
Nice things, yeah. And what day was your outdoor activity that you had?
This was this past Wednesday.
Past Wednesday, which you're seeing this on the 10th, so it would have been
the 28th.
The 28th of June at the Southern Family Markets old Bilo parking lot in Manchester, and I heard there was quite a crowd there. They had a Dunkin' booth. I regret to say I was going to be in it, and I was actually going to go in there in a coat and tie and let them dump me. But as I told you in last week's mayor's message, we never did get the budget passed, so I was locked down in last-minute negotiations all day. But I'm privileged to say that they put a picture of me, and I don't care if it's flattering or not because it's on a milk jug, and put it on a milk jug, and they dunked me repeatedly. So I was there in spirit, and I appreciate that.
That was our Jet jug.
Jug, I'll take it any day. I've been called much worse.
Yeah, we had a great turnout. We had 622 participants. That was the kids and their parents. We had roughly 40 vendors. Well, 20 vendors with 40 people. We had a worship team that showed up and played some music and pepped up the crowd. We had Masters of Ceremony that provided things for us, and Bounds of Fun provided things for us. Sam's Club donated some money for us to get hot dogs, the beef good hot dogs, so it wasn't no cheap hot dogs.
Good.
And then Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they all donated. So everybody came together amazingly.
Well, thank you to the community, and thank you to you, because it never would have happened if you hadn't pulled all these things together.
I had a great team.
Well, everybody does have great teams. I have one too, and you're part of my team, so thank you very much, and I want to be part of your team. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Mayor's Message. Thank you for the library's reading program and all else they do. This is just one small thing the library does year-round, both in Tullahoma and Manchester. No matter what age you are or what you have at home as far as books and computers, there's always something for you at the library if you'll go there and look around. And we sure appreciate your time, and we'll see you next week on the Mayor's Message.
And don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. On this week's show, we'll hear from local singer Ted Fugate. Isaiah 117 House is having their lemonade stand weekend, and we'll learn about Fire Prevention Week. All that and more on this week's Living. And stay with us, we'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Parkview Senior Living, active, independent senior living at its finest.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 1901 at 100 degrees. Record low was in 1952 at 51 degrees. The average high for this day is 87, and the average low is 68. Mostly clear for tonight with a low of 63. Sunny skies for Wednesday with a high of 89 and a low of 70, and storms are likely for Thursday with a high of 89 and a low of 70. And in a closing note, today is July the 11th, which is 7-Eleven Day, and if you download the 7-Eleven app to your phone, you can stop by the new store in town for a free small Slurpee. And that's our News Leader Report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader. Stay safe. Have a great evening.